Prime Minister Modi hailing the meeting with Elon Musk in New York. Modi said, and I quote him here, had a multifaceted conversation with Musk. Prime Minister also added that we spoke on issues from energy to spirituality. So that is the big movement that has come. Remember, it's very interesting because right now he is one of the biggest business tycoons. Tesla is, of course, a well-known property. It's something that, whether it's about vehicles, whether it's about the space rocket, Tesla has been one by one indulging in experiments and innovations and is looking to invest in India now. So this meeting, the first visuals on your screen right now of Prime Minister Modi meeting Elon Musk, and Prime Minister says spoke on issues from energy to spirituality. Let me now go across to our technology editor, Ayush Ailavadi from Business Today TV. Ayush, good morning. How should one see this interaction with Tesla CEO, and one, apart from him praising the Prime Minister, also looking to invest in India? What could such investments in India by Tesla mean?
It's monumental, because if you look at some of the things he touched upon, very, very articulate, very, very well terse, but he made the point very clearly. Obviously speaking to India Today exclusively, and what brilliant reportage by our team out there. But largely what he did say is his India plan is three-pronged. One, the focus on sustainability. Number two, of course, how can you have an Elon Musk conversation without Tesla, and an India conversation with Elon Musk without Tesla? So he made it very clear that the future is electric. And obviously, he also spoke about a very interesting thing, which was Starlink Internet. Now, that potential collaboration, which he spoke about extensively, seems to be that satellite internet can do wonders for India, and maybe that was something he touched upon in his conversation with Narendra Modi as well. In terms of optics, there's nothing bigger than what we just witnessed. We've gotten a fair deal of information from him also about how he views Twitter's recent trials and tribulations, especially with the establishment here in India. And he made it very clear over there as well when our reporter did ask him that, we have to, any company, any big tech company or any major corporation has to follow the rule and the law of the land, and that's how they have to operate. But a very interesting statement made at the end of that interaction with India Today was that he says we cannot apply America to Earth. We will do our best to provide the freest speech that is possible under the rule. This is obviously in context of what the recent revelations with Twitter and what Jack Dorsey said about India. Now, that's a big statement to say we cannot apply America to Earth. It's not a one-size-fits-all sort of policy. To make that statement when the Indian Prime Minister is in America, and this statement is made by the richest man and perhaps the most influential voice of our generation, I think that's a big, big exclusive as well.
How should one look at that? Because that was also a big statement coming in, that there are certain laws that every country has, and to a certain extent we'll have to obey the laws. But he's also assured that there will be free speech and there's not going to be a curtailment on that, Ayush.
Absolutely. There's several ways to look at that. That is a standard legal retainer sort of statement for anyone to make and any big tech company to make. But then it's always the devil in the details, and theory and practice are two very different things. What I genuinely think in this scenario is, yes, there is one way of interpreting a statute or a law or a guideline in any part of the world, and Twitter in its new avatar under Elon Musk has done things very differently. Some bets have paid off, some not necessarily yet, but we'll have to wait and see how their interactions with India would be over the coming weeks and months. That said, this particular meeting has definitely revealed to us that Elon Musk is coming to India next year, and that's going to be a big one that we'll want to cover here across the India Today group, because there's actually a small backstory which I must add on over here as well. While everyone says Tesla coming to India and we bring these exclusive visuals and we're also excited as tech enthusiasts, there is a huge business play there as well. Tesla needs India as much as India needs Tesla. Very similar to the Apple story playing out a few months ago here at the Apple store in Saket, and of course the Apple store here in Mumbai. It was a long, arduous road with Tesla as well. Let's put some context over there, because their market share is falling in America. It used to be nearly 80% when they disrupted all of Detroit's automakers. It's projected to fall to maybe 18% by 2026. Many local players have really upped their act. There's a lot of competition from the Lucids and the Rivians and of course the Fords, and several automakers are really leveling up. In India, many manufacturers have gone big on EVs, whether it's the Tata Group or Mahindra Group or even some of the luxury car makers like BMW, Mercedes and Audi. So there's a lot of action over here. It's a no-brainer that Elon Musk has to enter the biggest consumer market in the world, and I think it's exciting times for Elon Musk and for India, of course.